Hi guys, welcome to the first video of the Inquire Deeper channel. If you guys are coming from Facebook, Instagram, you follow me on there, welcome. Thank you for coming over and checking it out. If you guys are see me for the first time coming from another video or search on YouTube, then welcome. My name is Donal, and for the past year or so I've been on a journey of self-discovery. I've been trying to tear off the masks and peel back the layers to discover myself and help myself begin to live the life that I've always envisioned. If you guys want to check out my blog or learn more in depth about me, then you can just click on the link below, take you right to my page. But just a little bit on here about me. For the past 10 years I've been a police officer in Canada, and before that born and raised in Northern Ireland. And for the past 16 years I've become a master of masks. I've had a mask for any occasion that I've been able to protect myself from what people, in order for people not to see the real me, because it's things that I've gone through, things that I've done that I didn't want people to know about. I've put up these layers, put on these masks in order to protect myself. It all started when I was about 16 years old. My parents split up, and that was kind of the first time where I really didn't want people to kind of know the emotions. I didn't want people to know what the effect it had on me, so I started putting on these masks, putting on this front to people, and so they didn't really see what I was really feeling. And from then my mum had joined the police, and she died whilst on duty there, and so on goes another mask, and because that was obviously a traumatic time. But I didn't really want anybody to really look at me and think I was suffering or was vulnerable in any way. I wanted people to think that I was strong through this time, and so I kind of donned another mask and really started to shut people out about things that I was feeling. And from then I basically ran away to Canada. My thinking was that I would come to Canada, no one would know who I was, no one knew who the life that I'd come from, and that I could just basically start fresh, and I could kind of almost put my previous life on the back burner and just become this whole new person. But quickly that I realized that I couldn't escape who I was, who I really was. No matter how hard I tried, or no matter what mask I put on, it didn't really make a difference. So I started to do things and look for things that would make me happy. I would buy things, I would go on trips, I would just do things that would make me happy. But each time that I achieved those things, or that I purchased those things, I never really had that sense of happiness. And basically I became kind of like an emotionless person, whereby I wasn't happy, I wasn't joyful, I wasn't getting excited about things. And then I went and joined the police. It was something that I'd wanted to do all my life. That's kind of the career that I've always been working towards. And I thought from then for sure that would make me happy. I'd be getting a job, earning good money. This would be me set for life. But quickly, I realized again, it wasn't something that was going to make me happy. And I actually obviously added to a lot of the issues that I was going through, because anybody who is watching this, who is a police officer or a first responder or in the military, you know that the things you see, the things you do, they all have an effect on you, and it changes you. And so I kind of went through the past 10 years of really wanting to protect not only myself from being vulnerable, but also I didn't want to show my family kind of what affects, policing, the things I did, things I seen, just the things I was going through. I didn't want them to see what I was going through. I didn't want to worry them. I kind of wanted to shut all that out and try and be this happy person at home, etc. But that wasn't really working. I wasn't being happy. It was kind of just being more closed off from people. Despite my attempt to hide them from things that I was feeling, I was actually making it worse. And so I started this journey in January 2018, and it was basically started off a journey mostly on health. It started with health, but obviously when you start in health, you want to look at all aspects of your health. So I wanted to be healthy body-wise. I want to be healthy in my mind. I want to be healthy spiritually. But I started off, health-wise, doing a juicing diet, and that's kind of how it all started to kick off. But from there, I started to just learn more about things like mindfulness, things like meditation. And I really started to, change a lot of the things that I was doing. I was changing things that I was reading, changing what I was eating, what I was trying to say to people, learning my meditation practice, etc. And things were starting to get better, and I was starting to get, I enjoyed things that I was going through. I enjoyed reading all this stuff. I enjoyed learning about it, and it was actually starting to have an effect on me and how I was having an outlook on life. And I was kind of I knew that this was the path that would get me to the life that I kind of envisioned, the life that I knew I wanted, but I thought could never achieve because it was just a pipe dream. But these practices I was starting was actually starting to get me closer to what I wanted. But it wasn't getting me all the way, and I couldn't really quite understand why. But it wasn't until I read a book called Daring Greatly by Brene Brown that I really kind of started to understand why I wasn't getting to that point. And it was all to do with vulnerability. And vulnerability is a bit of a scary word, especially if you're a male. Males find it very hard to be open up, to be vulnerable, to show emotions. Primarily because throughout history, I guess the male's always been seen as that alpha person where you you need to be strong. You can't show weakness. Weakness will kill you, basically. And especially in my line of work, policing or anybody who's in the military or any first responders, men or women, you think that weakness will get you killed. You'll fail in your mission. It just won't work out. So that's basically what I was missing, that vulnerability wasn't actually weakness, that vulnerability was strength. And it wasn't until I read this book that I realized that. And also, the one big thing for me that I took away from this book was that by me putting on these masks and me wanting to hide my vulnerability, it was actually causing me to also hide all the other emotions in life. That's why I wasn't being happy, why I wasn't getting excited about things, because I was trying to mask the vulnerability. I was also masking the other stuff. Subconsciously, it wasn't my intent, but it was just the way it happened. And because of that, also, that I wasn't generating these deep connections. I wasn't generating these deep connections with friends and with family that I really needed to be on that level with. And it was, I could never understand why, but in this book, I learned a lot more, that in order to have these deep connections and to have all these other emotions, that I needed to open up. And so this book and this journey in which I've been on has really changed my life for the better. And my aim for this blog and this channel is basically to reach out and let people know that you can make these subtle changes in your life that can have positive effects. A lot of people think that, I need to go and make these drastic changes and totally change the way I live, but it's not true. You can add simple day-to-day practice into your life that can really just have a positive effect. You can, things like time management, like emotional intelligence, just gratitude towards people, all these little things that can really have a positive effect on your life and just make you, be able to find that happiness that, everybody's been able to seek. You start to find the happiness within yourself, and the rest of your life becomes happy as well. So I basically wanted to make this channel, especially for people who are guys who are maybe at that point in their life where they're in a family and they feel that they can't become emotional with their spouse or with their kids or with whoever, because they don't want to see themselves as being weak. They want to see themselves as the head of the family. They want to see themselves as strong. And there's that kind of vision that you would rather die on top of your horse as opposed to fall from it. But I kind of wanted to reach out as a father, as a husband, that you need to be able to be open and have those connections with your spouse and with your kids in order to have that happiness and have that connection with your whole family. So it's a lot more for the guys who are in that position in life, and also for the men and women who our first responders and our military people, because again, it's a profession that's really seen as weakness will kill you. Weakness is something that's not bred and is not kind of always been looked upon as something that is beneficial within the community. We're always seen as quality your emotions, suck it up, get on with it, that sort of stuff. But I'm here to say that it's not weakness. Your vulnerability isn't weakness, it's actually strength. And actually being open about how you're feeling and letting other people know about it can actually make things better, make things stronger. So that's the aim, and that's what I want to share with people, and hopefully somebody might find some value in it. And basically from here going forward, just going to be sharing, every week or every few days, putting up a video on just little things that has helped me, that I've learned about, and hopefully then could help you guys as well. So if you guys want to just click the like button, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and then that way we can start this journey together, and I can share with you guys some of the stuff that I've been going through, and hopefully it can help you guys too. So for now, thank you very much for checking out this video, and hope to see you guys soon.